What's up, Leo? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. Leo, I'm going to go with intuitive first and then we'll get into the cards. The first thing I'm feeling for you guys right now is that some of you may be going through the legal system. It looks like either party is indecisive and can't seem to work together on the communal assets of either a marriage or a long-term relationship. I see papers shuffling, I feel the court system there, and I feel the King of Swords there, which is my judge card. Some of you are going through a really nasty, bitter divorce, a split up, and you can't seem to agree or work together on what's communal and what's a personal asset. And so I do see some mitigation going on there, and the need for a mediator or a judge to step in and stop the fighting. Another thing that I'm feeling for you guys is a tower moment, of course. I mean, a divorce or even a custody battle, figuring out when's a good time for you to have the children or your significant other to have the children. Speaking of which, this is from March 1st through March 15th, 2020. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus. Cross watchers, you're welcome. Please feel free to leave a message below if the energy comes in vice versa for you. I'd love to know how the energies are coming in. And I feel like this tower moment is a real heartbreak for you. However this is splitting up for you, however you're going through this, you seem to be, this is a major heartbreak. You learned a lesson here. Now that you and this person are apart, and it may be this person could work with the justice system as well. Now that you and this person are apart, it's kind of like you don't know what you have until it's completely gone. And that's what it looks like here, okay? That's what it feels like here, and that's what I've been seeing when I'm shuffling. I'm seeing the Empress, I'm seeing the Eight of Wands, you wanting to communicate, the Ten of Cups. I'm seeing that you're now revisiting your memories with this person and realizing that you didn't see what you had until it was completely gone. You couldn't make up your mind. And that's a typical Leo trait, I have to say, guys. Not trying to be mean, but, you're not really fond of making up your mind. When it comes to decisions, it takes you a long time to figure out, what's good for you and what isn't. And by the time you figured out what was good for you here, it looks like this person had just had enough of the indecisiveness. And I tell people all the time, indecision is a decision. If you don't make a decision, the universe will step in and make it for you guys. And it looks like that happened here. You're feeling kind of devastated about it, but I don't think that there's any way to communicate and get this through to the person that you would like to. I feel like there's no communication there. They feel as though they built it up as much as they could, and what are they saying? They put everything into it that they could. They planted all the seeds to build a beautiful foundation, but unfortunately, by the time you figured out what was good for you here, that foundation crumbled. Ultimately, why I'm feeling that tower moment, seeing that internal and external fighting, things like that. You guys feel like you're unable to move forward from this right now because you feel like you need to have your last word in. And unfortunately, with this person, having the last word is not as important as having your mind made up and choosing them. And it looks like that's exactly what you didn't do. So let's see what the cards have to say. And I'm pretty sure they're going to back me up on this one. That's what I keep seeing. Unhappiness and being devastated with the Sun and the Five of Cups. Typically the Five of Cups shows 3 cups knocked over and 2 still standing that you're not noticing because you're only seeing the bad in the situation. The situation taught you how to love again. Because even though you're missing this person, you now realize that the way you handled things maybe wasn't right. You just kind of made a blind decision, and it looks like a lot of fighting, a lot of yuck went on between you two. Yep, there it is. Another tower moment. Okay, so you guys are going through something. And I feel like you're going through a change. Like you're going through a metamorphosis after this. It was a huge lesson and an eye-opener for you. I do feel like you have some good opportunity coming in after this, okay, in the material 3D realm. Could be a new job offer. It could be a raise, something like that. But you're still standing your ground. You think you want the last word, and unfortunately there's no communication there, and I don't see that communication bridge lifting anytime. The sun keeps coming up. So you're very unhappy with the way things went and not being able to fix it or have your say. Let's see what the cards have to say. So the sun is still there, okay? With the Nine of Cups, this is just my new way of reading. I have so many messages coming in, so much energy funneling through me that I'm just reading from the bottom of the deck, however it's shuffled. You've got the Sun and the Nine of Cups, okay? This Nine of Cups talks about being overindulgent. You're unhappy because you were overindulgent, maybe in your own emotion, not expressing yourself the right way, not acting the right way. Maybe you took this person for granted. Maybe you took advantage of this person. Now, do know this can either be what Leo's doing or what their partner's doing. So if it comes in vice versa, don't get upset. Just leave a comment. I read all my comments. I can't respond to them all, but I can read them all. But there seems to be some overindulgence here. And due to that, there's some unhappiness now. There's a change here that the universe was asking you to go through and take your walls down. And you didn't. Or they didn't. Maybe this person didn't want to go through this metamorphosis. They didn't want to go through this change. They didn't want to take down their walls. And so that's the result of indecision, is that death sweeps in and forces change. The universe sweeps in and forces change. And so, like I said, I feel like there's an opportunity coming for you here, okay? Or this could have been an opportunity that you had with this person to have an abundant lifestyle, to have everything you've asked for. But unfortunately, you were very in and out. You were very, very in and out emotionally, mentally. You were just not there like you should have been. It doesn't mean in the physical, in the 3D realm. It could be that you weren't there emotionally and you were very guarded, because we're seeing here the Nine of Wands as well, okay? So we're seeing that you're very, very guarded and that you weren't willing to let that down in order to bring this change about and to take advantage of this opportunity with the Ace of Coins and the Page of Wands. Okay, there was no action there. You had the Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. So you had somebody there that was abundant, that was grounded, and that was strong. Remember, the King and Queen are interchangeable, okay? It doesn't matter if they're male or female. So this could be a man or a woman. It does not matter. They're androgynous. They don't have a sex. They have an energy. So if this fits you, then it fits you. But you were feeling as though this person had kept stuff from you or had betrayed you in some way. But with her in the negative, in the reverse position, there was no secrets there. This moon is glowing to me, okay? And it's showing me that, how would I explain it? It's the moon is kind of see-through to me right now, okay? And it's showing me that this person would have bared their soul to you, or you bared your soul to them. You weren't doing anything wrong, but you were being accused of it, okay? The moon just looks translucent to me right now. With this, you were hanging on way too tight. Mind, heart, body, soul. You just didn't want to give in. Okay? You were just putting up a huge fight. The Four of Pentacles, if you look, she's holding on for dear life to that bag, to her pentacles. She doesn't want to give in. She doesn't want to give up anything. She's not even looking. She's looking away as though, don't even ask me. And with that, you've got the Chariot. So you decided to move forward with this action. No change, no compromise, nothing. And you have taking a chance here with the Fool and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So like I was saying about the foundation and this person, or you planting the seeds to build a beautiful foundation, is there. But it never got the chance to grow. The opportunity was never taken. Because this is how you were seeing the situation. You weren't even looking at the plants, the seeds that were growing. In your mind, this person was just offering you bullshit. You felt like their head was in the clouds. We're talking about the Page of Cups here. And a Tower in reverse. So this could have just happened. I'm feeling up to about a year and a half. And you still got this person on your mind. You don't like the way things ended. But with the Page of Cups, there's always something that the page has as a backup plan or another agenda. And this is how you felt about this person who offered you love. And that's what brought about this Tower moment, the end of this situation. This person was a soulmate that brought you directly to where you needed to be. Okay, the Two of Wands, crossroad, and the Two of Cups. So you're hoping for reunification here, but that's not going to happen. You're at a crossroad. You've learned lessons. You've learned now how to make up your mind. You've learned how to treat somebody when you feel as though they're worthy of your time. And I use the word worthy very heavily. It's like it came in very swift for you. Okay, the Knight of Swords delivers a message very swiftly, and he's not the nicest, okay? His tongue is razor sharp, and he knows how to cut you down. So I feel like there was a lot of cutting down someone in this relationship, or nasty words spoken, some arguments, and that's what brought this person to the moment of victory and freedom. If you look at her, she's enjoying her freedom. She's happy, okay? Now, again, man or woman, doesn't matter. Androgynous. Remember that. She's happy. She's not even looking at this knight anymore, and he's still fighting the good fight, whatever that might be. There was major abundance there. This person was very, very abundant, very loving and giving, but if you see here, this person is very selfish. It almost looks like the bird is trying to tell him that someone in the background needs his help. But he's so lost in him that he can't see what's going on in the background. Looks like there was some sneaky behavior on your half. Or it could be theirs. But there's some sneaky behavior here, and it cost you heavily. With this Ten of Wands and this Seven of Swords in reverse. It cost you very, very heavily, okay? It cost you this entire relationship or family member relationship or, coworker, whatever this was, boss. It was a collapse of a relationship for you, okay? And it's a heavy burden now. You're carrying this burden down this big old hill, and you're just trying to get through and get along. You realize now that this could have been a really good thing for you. Whether it was feeling like you had a family at work and you had a falling out and you just blew up, whether it's a significant other, whatever it is, there's true love there, and there's a sense of family, a sense of belonging. And that feels huge, especially for Leo. And now it's like you were waiting for what you wanted to come in, but it never came in because there's no equal reciprocation. This person feels like they did everything they could. Okay, they planted these seeds, they tried to make a foundation, they tried to swoon you and woo you and all of that, but it doesn't seem to have worked out. So there they are, just standing there waiting for something to come back from all of this reciprocation, or should I call it one-way giving. And she's going to be waiting for a really long time. because nothing's ever coming back. You never let go. You never, where is she? You never, she's lost in the pile of cards. You never let go, okay? Just think of that card where the woman's holding the bag and she's looking the other way and she doesn't want to hear anything. She doesn't want to see anything. She just wants to see what she wants to see and how she wants to see it. And in comes the sword of truth and cuts you right in half, okay? And now it's your turn to have sleepless nights. I feel like this person was very snappish toward you with that Knight of Swords. It came out very, very nasty. The truth came out that nothing was happening. And you're now devastated and you don't know what to do. You're unsettled. Your energy's very unsettled and needs to be balanced out again. Maybe a walk in nature. Get yourself balanced. Get yourself grounded. This is a card of work. So this could be very well a work relationship, a coworker that you were very good friends with, or a boss that you had a really tight relationship with, and this is the collapse of that relationship. Because you were wishing for this to work. But the problem is the opportunity has passed you by. The opportunity's already gone. And you see this woman and she's sitting and she's pondering and she's thinking and she's taking out parts of her life that don't belong there anymore, and she's continuing on her journey. She's not looking back. She's not thinking about you or, what you're doing. This could be a man or woman, but it's coming up as the Queen of Swords. So she's cutting out what's no longer needed in her life. And unfortunately, after this blind decision of having the collapse of the relationship, she's just making the decisions based on what information she does have, and it doesn't look like she is in a very good place. Just moving forward and being strong and, not thinking about what could have been, should have been, whatever. Again, you were very in and out, and it made it seem like you Ten of Swords this person, okay? A lot of backstabbing and anger, aggression toward them. Or maybe they backstabbed you. And they're very flighty, coming in and out when they want something. It feels as though this is your energy, but again, it comes in sometimes kind of wacky. So if it does, and you're a Leo and this is what your partner's doing, or your coworker, your boss, family, whoever it might be, feel free to leave a comment. But it's very in and out energy. And they feel very betrayed by you. They were devastated, and at this point, they're not even willing to make an offer with the Page of Pentacles. They're not willing to offer anything. They're busy moving forward and trying to make you a memory in their life. And not a very significant memory, unfortunately. Significant in the sense of what they don't want, but not significant in the sense of you were huge and memorable. This was just a total collapse, guys. And it is the end of a cycle, okay? It's the end of a cycle. You've got the Wheel here reversed, and you've got the Six of Swords. So you're moving away from these choppy waters, these feelings you're having, the regret you're having, and you're realizing the wheel is not in your favor for this. Okay? But you do need to move away from this choppy water. You do need to move away from these feelings to a more calm place inside yourself and realize that everybody makes mistakes and that life will go on, just not with this person. Okay? I realize you're heartbroken because you didn't realize this was the real thing until it was over. I get that. But all the third parties that you had mixed up in this while you were selling this dream of ultimate happiness to this person, Here's your heartbreak. You realizing now that this was the real thing. But you had third parties involved. There's like a party in your relationship here. Third parties involved, all kinds of shit going on, and you're selling this dream of happiness. But behind it is all of this garbage. How do you not expect to end up like this? So if you're Leo's partner and this is what you did, then, I mean, it's inevitable when you sell a dream that looks like this and it comes back as a third party situation and complete heartbreak. That's what it's going to end up as. Yes. Not using that inner strength, that card of Leo, to get through this. Okay? You're living in the past, in the memory of what this was for you. How significant this was for you. How many lessons it taught you. But you're fighting with yourself. How do I win? How do I get the last word? How do I get the situation back? You don't win. You don't get the last word. And you don't get the situation back. It is what it is. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you from March 1st through March 15th. If you need a more personalized reading, please see my email in the box below. I'm sorry I didn't have great news for you guys this month. Just honest news. But yes, please feel free to email me for a list of services in the box below. I do work 7 days a week and work Monday through Sunday appointments. If it's an emergency appointment, there is an extra charge, but I do take appointments 7 days a week. All right, guys, it's your girl, Kelly, coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.